What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a knife review for you. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, today we are checking out a new version of the concept Loki, and they threw a frag pattern on a already pre-existing cool knife that I really enjoyed here. They did chamfer around the edges here, so even though you have that sharp frag pattern here in the middle, they chamfered it and contoured it down so that, or not contoured it, but knocked it down so there's no hot spots. What a great job. That's the one thing that sometimes you encounter with these frag patterns is they leave that sharp edge on there and it creates a hot spot. And when I took this down to the garage to cut with it, it was super comfortable. Great factory edge, ran right through the catalog paper right away. And when I took it to the cardboard, it was very slicey, guys, and it's not a full flat grind. It only goes about 3/4 of the way up. So great performance, good detail work, very acute out on that tip, but still beefy enough to withstand some hard use. Going to take some abuse very well and going to be comfortable doing that. This is like the Wii Hyphen, where although it is small and compact, it's got a good thickness to it. It's very neutral with one scallop here for your first finger. I can go all the way up to the second knuckle here very comfortably. This scallop section here is really great for that detail work where you want to get out and control and make sure you're not over penetrating whatever it is that you're cutting into, like a box. It has a secondary little scallop section here that you can use to control through some easier materials to cut through. And then if you really need to penetrate, you can go full gorilla grip here and cut through whatever material it is that you're attempting to cut through. Great access to the lock bar. They did chamfer a little bit here and they left a little bit of access out, so it's very easy to disengage. Good detent, very satisfying to open. Again, regardless of the means of disengagement here, that access to the lock bar is really good. They do use race washers on these, so the bearings ride in a pocket so that they're not really engaging anything on the washer itself. It's just riding along the blade, allowing you to potentially tighten in the pivot a little bit more to ensure that you don't have any side to side, which this is locked up solid, up and down, locked up solid, but still give you a smooth action with those race washers. Looking at about 40% lockup, it looks like. Yeah, I would call it 40% lockup. Great detent, guys. This one's tuned really well, very satisfying to deploy, and just a shaker to close it home. You do have a titanium pocket clip. It is nested into the frag pattern here a little bit, it looks like. Titanium backspacer that's about a half length. I would say nearly half length, a little bit more than a quarter length. Not reversible, but I'm okay with that. I think it looks really good. It's super clean. And Concept does, in the left-handed community on their Facebook page, put knives up to be voted on to make left-handed versions of. So go out there and vote for this one if you'd like to see it in a lefty version. I definitely say do that, because they do try to do a small percent, because it is a small percent of the community that the lefties represent, but they do listen to you and they pick, I think, 1 or 2 models a year to make left-handed versions of. And it's just a commitment from you guys that you're going to buy them. Their pocket clip is really good. So on the Hinterland, the Havorn, on the Loki, I've really enjoyed their milled pocket clip. It goes in and out of the pocket very nicely. Good retention. I've never had one of them become a tapper, and I really do like that about this one. Let's do some size comparisons, just in case you didn't see the review for the first Loki that I had on the channel. That way you can get an idea and get a sense of what this looks like against some other knives that you may be more familiar with. All right, so you guys, if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I like the Manix 2 Lightweight for one of my full-size folder comparisons, and then my CJ RB Echo is more medium size and very comparable to a bug out. If you're curious, you can see the Loki, though smaller, still offers a good 4-finger grip. I'll do a couple more just in case. Okay, guys, we got the QB Supercell out here, and we got the QSP Vault, and you can see the Loki is smaller than both. But again, pretty impressive because the ergos are done right. Good thickness, 4-finger grip, even for someone with hands large like mine, as large as mine. But let's check the weight on this one, because I really don't remember how it compared to the others with some of the weight, and then we'll wrap up with final thoughts and impressions. All right, let's grab the scale and bring that out here, cut that on, let it zero out, and let's see what the Loki's coming in at. Coming in at 3.4 ounces for an all titanium knife that is a little bit chunkier. When I say chunkier, I mean it has good handle height. It's not thick in the hand width-wise, like across the hand. And then you got titanium hardware throughout. You got a little bit of a longer backspacer. You got a nice beefy blade, even though they do get it down to a nice sharpened edge with good edge geometry. I really think like 3.4 is respectable. How so? Let's compare it against the Supercell here, which comes in at 4.2. More full-sized, longer blade, longer knife overall, all the same thing. Doesn't have quite as long of a backspacer, but it does have a titanium backspacer on there, and it has a steel nested liner in there instead of a lock bar insert. So that should help you have an idea where this one's coming in at. Let me get the scale out of the way, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. All right, guys, let's wrap up. Final thoughts and impressions on this one. I really like it a lot. Great value for money to start out with. When I grade, again, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1's the worst, 10's the best. I do that so you can kind of get a reference compared to some other reviews that you may have seen on like knives. This one having S35VN, titanium hardware with titanium scales, steel lock bar insert, titanium pocket clip with a titanium backspacer. A lot of premium here. But that's not the only thing that goes into account. How did it perform? How does it cut? How is the geometry, sharpening tool, ergonomics, aesthetics, performance, fit, finish, everything like that goes into account. Concept is one of those knives that I think are punching above its pay, so to speak, meaning that what you pay for, you get far more performance out of it than you would with some other competitors. For instance, from Best Tech, Reat, We Knife Co., etc. I think this punches more in line with some of Kaiser's more premium knives, Artisan Cutlery's more premium knives. They're going to give you really good steel and heat treats. Solid, like solid good, not necessarily really good, like pretty in range for what's being suggested for the steel, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. Having said all that, there's a lot to like here. I am going to go 7.6 on this one. I really like the Loki because it is a compact knife. It's going to be nice for a summertime carry, small discreet carry, but it still gives you a full 4-finger grip, great performance, great factory edge, good heat treat, good detent, very satisfying deployment. Just a great knife, and the frag bumps that up a little bit for me, so I like that because they did a good job contouring here or chamfering around the edges here. I don't know why I keep saying contouring because it's definitely a flat scale, but that helps keep it from feeling too sharp and aggressive. And I didn't forget to mention that even though it has the frag, because the pocket clip is so well done, it does catch a little bit, but it's not like you will need 2 hands to take it in and out of the pocket. It goes in and out of the pocket well. I forgot to mention that earlier. But good job, Concept, on this one. I really like it. I do have an affiliate link with Concept. If you are interested in this one, using that will help it. If not, totally get it. But thank you if you do decide to use it. A like and a comment will also help the channel, so thanks for watching to this point. I appreciate the support, you guys, and an extra special thank you to my channel members out there. You guys are amazing. I'm out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week. I'll catch you next time. Peace.